river, above the river, and everywhere else in between. Should be a great day.
So the first section of the air show from 11 a.m. until 12:15, thanks to HAPO. At noon, the driver's autograph session will be going on near the Neil F. Lamson pits at the stage area. We understand that some of the air show personnel may be over there as well at that time. At 12:35, it's time for some 5-liter racing, and the Washington National Guard 5 liters will be out on the river. At 12:55, plumbers and steam fitters, UA Local 598, signatory contractors, Grand Prix World Hydroplane Heat number 1. Then at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we go to the Atomic Screen Printing Vintage Atomic Exhibition. More air show action for you from 1:45 until 3 this afternoon from HAPO. 5 liters back out at 3:20 this afternoon for Washington National Guard. 3:30, the pilots will be over at the stage for an autograph session and a chance to meet all the people that make the air show happen. That's a pretty cool opportunity, especially for the kids, because they're wowed by what they see in the sky. At 3:50, the plumbers and steam fitters, 598 local signatory contractors, World Prix, the Grand Prix World Hydroplane Heat number 2. And we'll wrap up the day at 4:20 with the SML Pueblo Market H1 Unlimited Hydroplane Heat 2A, and at 4:40 Heat 2B, also from SML Pueblo Market. So a full day of racing action, over the river air show action. A reminder to follow everything with H1 Unlimiteds. Download the H1 app. Go get that for either Android or your Apple.
And just because the racing is done on the river for the day doesn't mean we're done.
Oh, there's more action coming up from the studios with a complete recap, and you know, you can follow that, all the spills and chills that we see out on the Columbia River.
All the highlights.
And the Hydro wrap-up show, thanks to IBEW Local 112. Let's head down to the Neil F. Lamson pits again, and Brad Luce and Glenn Vaughan. I know they've got some boats in the water. How close are we to sending somebody out on the Columbia River? About that close. Special thanks to Farmers Exchange. They bring you all the action on News Radio 610 KONA. Ready, set, mow savings on Toro and Husqvarna riding and walk-behind mowers, and 10% off accessories through July. Big deal there. And for 95 years, you've trusted Farmers Exchange in downtown Kennewick and at mowerhome.com. Now I hear something. Yeah, go.
You got me? There you go. There we go. We're hooked up now. Yeah, we've got 3 boats in the water right now. The U-12, J. Michael Kelly, our defending Columbia Cup champion from a year ago. His boat is in the water. JMK is in the cockpit right now, as is Andrew Tate. He is aboard the 9, the Les Schwab tires. He is in the water, and also Cal Phipps is in the water with the Alberto beef jerky. So we've got that early morning low sun right now in the skyline, so everybody can look for that metallic metal flake on the Alberto when it comes out in the water. That boat is stunning. Everybody was talking about it at the hotel last night. I happened to be at the hotel with the Alberto team, and they were talking about some pictures that they saw last night of the boat that were capturing all of the metallic colors on it.
Awesome.
I guess there's some awesome shots, but it really is something to see. And so fans that weren't out here yesterday and have not seen the Alberto beef jerky yet, you're in for a treat when this one hits the water.
I want to say that we do not have a green flag on the course just yet. One of the rescue boats is repositioning one of the buoys here at the Griggs Ace Hardware start-finish line.
Okay, and that's why Andrew's been sitting in the 9 here for a little bit. And there, yeah, he's just been sitting in the 9, and there goes, I thought that was the lid. Nope. But yes, as soon as you get that buoy reset, you're going to have at least 3 boats out on the water here pretty quickly.
Hey, Brad, I was kind of curious as we do this testing in this morning, and I could have asked you yesterday, I guess, but as they exit Buffalo Brothers turn 4 and start heading down the backstretch, how much of a problem is the sun as they head down that front stretch through the start-finish line into turn 1 when it's this low?
It's not that big of an issue. If it was to be much lower, you know, if it was halfway where it is now, then I think it would start becoming an issue, but it's not going to be a problem for these guys today. They're keeping their eyes pretty low, just looking at the buoy row, even in this early morning sun. That, of course, when you talk about a low sun in the sky, we ran into some of that in Guntersville running late in the afternoon, and it can be devastating to them, but I think we're okay now.
Coverage on KONA brought to you in part by our friends over at Barry Long Everstar Realty. It's a big decision to sell, build, or buy your home. Over 12 years experience in helping put up the sold sign. Barry Long Everstar Realty, 509-308-1141, helping to provide our 5-liter coverage here on News Radio 610 KONA. Also, Local 598, they bring you all the action with the Grand Prix World Boats. Plumbers and steam fitters, signatory contractors are community-minded, community-involved. Bikes for Tykes, a special viewing area here at the Gold Star Family event at Columbia Cup. And I know they're enjoying the grandstand area and all that the local 598 folks have put together for them this weekend. We bring you health and safety tips on News Radio 610 KONA from Lynx Healthcare. Their mission, provide a full spectrum of high-quality, wellness-oriented health care. Go to lynx.healthcare.com for all that information. Big thank you to Freedom Equipment Rentals on North Oregon Avenue in Pasco for supplying our lifts for this weekend, like Kevin and Tire Factory turn number 2. Trying to keep cool this summer? Think of A1 Refrigeration. They do the job. How does 12 years with no repair bills on your AC sound? That's right. A1 Refrigeration offers 12-year parts and labor warranties on qualifying new systems. Check out A1Refrigeration.com. Griggs Ace Hardware, proud to be on the 3 hydroplane with Jimmy King. It is the Griggs Ace Hardware boat, and proud to bring us our start-finish line coverage here on News Radio 610 KONA. You'll find Griggs in Pasco, Kennewick, and Richland, and online, acetricities.com. When somebody's working on a boat, we cover it thanks to All City Transmission. Honest work at a quality price. That's allcitytrans.com. Weather forecast, sunny and 102 today with light winds expected throughout the day, maybe up to 5 or 7 miles per hour. Weather forecast thanks to Anderson Dental at KennewickSmiles.com. So we're in a hold right now. Green flag should be coming out on the course shortly. They've repositioned the start-finish line buoy, and we'll bring you the coverage coming up on News Radio 610 KONA and 610KONA.com.
When you're looking for the deal that's right for you, and you want the best quality and service too, I'm gonna tell you about the place that you should try, and this will be the only place where you buy.
TCT Computer Solutions offers a full range of IT services to support your business and help it grow. Everything from consulting and strategic planning to complete IT infrastructure design, installation, configuration, troubleshooting, and ongoing management. Call us at 509-627-4808.
You still have time to get away from high payments and make your summer adventure a reality during the McCurley Integrity Subaru Summer Getaway event. Get low lease payments of $219 a month on the 2018 Subaru Outback 2.5i, built to take you to the place you've never been. Get a Subaru Outback today. Yours for only $219 a month at McCurley Integrity Subaru. Or save with as low as 0% financing on Foresters, Legacies, and Outbacks. Be the first to drive the 2019 Subaru Ascent. Come in today for a test drive. Summer isn't just another season, it's the best time to get adventurous. Hurry in and gear up. Get a $100 REI gift card with every vehicle purchase. It's McCurley Integrity Subaru's Summer Getaway event, located at 9620 Sandifer Parkway in Pasco, and online at McCurleySubaru.com.
Stock number SUJ1137JD, 36 months, $29.99 to signing, plus tax, license, insurance, dock, and dealer. Zero security deposit of 10,000 miles per year. Monthly payment of $15.87 for 1,000 borrowed. Present 2.0 IJJA01. MSRP 18,619. On approved credit expires 7/31/18.
This is Barry, Big Bear Long with Everstar Realty. Every day I get asked, what's going on in our real estate market? I'd love to tell you, but today I'm on the river watching the boat races with you guys. I can tell you that our inventory remains low, certain price points are very active, and everybody at some point's gonna buy, build, or sell a home. Let my 12 years of experience help you, guide you in your next real estate adventure. Let's talk real estate. Call me, Barry Long, Everstar Realty, 509-308-1141.
West Coast Auto Dealers. Makes you want to ride. It sounds simple enough, but what does that really mean? It means that when you deal with West Coast Auto Dealers for your new-to-you car purchase, it will inspire that youthful exuberance you remember from the first time you ever drove. The freedom, the wind, the friends, and the good times. All of that and more. That's how West Coast Auto Dealers will make you want to ride. Rediscover the feeling of pure awesomeness with your new-to-you car purchase. Located in the Pasco Autoplex and on the corner of 395 and Clearwater. West Coast Auto Dealers. Go to WCDealers.com for more information.
What's your vision? Come on, we all have a vision of the dream kitchen we'd love to have. Bring it to life with Thermador from Bunch Finnegan. With Thermador appliances, you can create unforgettable experiences in your kitchen. Right now at Bunch Finnegan, pick any 2 qualifying Thermador appliances and get a Thermador dishwasher free. The Bunch Finnegan Kitchen Pros will put it all together. Bunch Finnegan, 9 East Columbia Drive, Kennewick, and go to bunch.com.
Bunch Finnegan. Thanks a bunch.
Brett
Clippard has spent a lifetime protecting our interests. As a deputy sheriff and decorated military pilot, he protects our community and country. We can count on him to protect our interests in Olympia. Brad Clippard will represent Eastern Washington values as our advocate, not Seattle special interests. Brad Clippard is dedicated to serving us and will say no to big spending bureaucrats. Protect our values and our checkbooks. Vote Brad Clippard for state representative.
Paid for by Citizens for Brad Clippard, candidate for 8th Legislative District, Republican.
Physicians' immediate care clinics know that waiting isn't fun, especially when you're not feeling well. If your wait time may exceed 40 minutes, you're given the option to be called about 15 minutes before you're due to be seen. As an established patient, you can also call ahead to check their wait time, so you can stay at home until it's time to see the doctor. Physicians' Immediate Care on Torbit in Richland. Go to picmic.com. That's PICMC.com.
Is brought to you by Attorney Tax. If you're in trouble with the IRS and owe at least $10,000 in back taxes, listen to this important public announcement. The IRS is now offering a special program called the Fresh Start Initiative, which can offer significantly reduced settlements that can reduce your liability by thousands of dollars. If you're approved and qualified, the IRS will stop the collections against you. See if you qualify by calling the Consumer Hotline, 800-436-6263. That's 800-436-6263.
The 2018 Columbia Cup on News Radio 610 KONA is presented by Farmers Exchange.
The whole boat was out of the water. It just hung there.
You Pull It Auto Parts, Buffalo Brothers, Solgen Power, Physicians Immediate Care, and Perfection Miller Paint. All proud sponsors of your award-winning Columbia Cup broadcast.
Whoa, you just lost the cowling off of Jamie Nielsen. Whoa. It went flying up in the air. He's a full rooster tail and more behind Hop.
On News Radio 610 KONA.
Now, back to News Radio 610 KONA's coverage of the 2018 Columbia Cup, presented by Farmers Exchange in Kennewick.
Welcome back to the Brunsman's Memorial Barge. Michael McDonald alongside Ed Dawson. Special thanks to Lee Michaels back at the News Radio 610 KONA Legends studio. And I hear somebody leaving the pits. Let's check in with Brad and Glenn, our A1 refrigeration pit crew.
That first boat away from the dock, Cal Phipps in the Oberto Beef Jerky. He is coming away from the dock. Andrew Tate is coming away from the dock in the 9, the Les Schwab. He's going to be followed by the U12, the Graham Trucking with J. Michael Kelly. Also in the water, but not quite ready to go, is the 11, the Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&D's, and on the crane being lifted off the trailer right now is the 440 of Kelly Stocklin and Dustin Eccles. So we promised lots of activity as soon as the course opened up, and we've got them 3 boats.
And Brad, I hear that the new U1 hull will be out on the boat, on the water this morning with Jimmy Shane driving their new boat to see how things look for them maybe coming up later today.
Yeah, I actually, when we walked down the pit row this morning, I mentioned that the first time I've seen the boat with the cowling on. So, and now they've got the crane over the top with the sling. So perhaps we're going to weigh it. Perhaps we're going to dump it in the creek and see if it floats. But something's going to, Charlie, how are you, Mr. Grooms? How are things?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. Welcome back to the Tri-City.
It's good to be in the Tri. What they say, they love the Tri around here, right?
We love the Tri around here. So tell me a little bit about this. What are we doing here? Are we going to weigh it? Are we going to throw it in the creek? What are we doing?
It's going to the creek. It's been weighed. It's ready to go. It's not totally race ready, but it's running ready for certain. We're ready to go. It's going to get wet here very, very shortly.
And we hope it floats. We start there. We move up from there.
Let's start with floating, and we're pretty bullish on this thing in a lot of ways, so very excited to actually get it on the water.
It has to be an exciting moment, and I'm understanding there will be some sort of a christening ceremony. Is that right?
We did that yesterday.
I missed it.
You missed it, yeah. We did that yesterday. I had Mark Mason, chairman of the bank, here. He and his wife, Courtney. In fact, it was her birthday yesterday, so it was lovely to have them here, and we did all the business pieces yesterday, and now the running pieces start today, and we'll see if this thing can earn its spot. The existing boat's not bad, and so we're going to make this thing earn its way to the #1 spot.
Well, this discussion we're having, you have your home street hat on, and so with that hat on, I will simply say congratulations on this. It is a gorgeous piece.
Thank you very much, Brad. It's been a real challenge to get it done, but we're very, very happy with it, and hopefully it helps the sport. Hopefully it helps the Tri-Cities and the city of Madison.
Love the try.
Love the try.
Have a good day. Thanks, Charlie. Morning, Mike.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Nice that they'll have the opportunity to have an extra boat.
Hey, Brad.
Yes, sir.
Just maybe I'm the only one who doesn't know. If you do have two boats, what likely are they going to do with what they're racing right now?
They have to make a decision. Now, we were having that discussion this morning because they didn't qualify the other boat. So, you know, it's just talking to Charlie there. It's never been wet, so they didn't qualify it. But I think if they chose that they wanted to race it, they would allow them to do so. But they have to make that decision before we go racing. We're going to go racing at 10:20. I don't think there's any way in the world that the new boat is going to race, but they're certainly going to put it in the water and get it out and let her run. And like Charlie just said, you've got to start somewhere, so they got to put it in the water and see what they got. What you're going to notice when the boat comes out is the deck above the sponsons on the current boat, the one they ran yesterday. The sponson on the outside edge of the sponson, it is Home Street blue. The deck above the sponson is Home Street blue, with Home Street written in white lettering. So the front of the boat on the current one is all blue. It is predominantly white on the new one. And Home Street is written above the deck on the sponson in black. So they're pretty easy to tell once you see what the sponsons look like. Meanwhile, guys, I think you've got 3 boats on the water here they sound like they're really ripping. I can't see the whole course from here.
Well, the Alberto has completed 2 laps, and now they're backing things off. And it looks like Andrew Tate in the U9 about ready to, they're on the back stretch, looking like he's putting the foot down for a possible qualifying run. You know, the U12 has been kind of stopping and starting. Maybe Kevin Rounds can give us some perspective on the turn 2. It doesn't look like the red boat is really putting up a big rooster tail like the other 2 are trying to do.
Yeah, I think he's probably just trying to get a sense of what that boat's got, then maybe doing some timing runs. And I also think he wants to run in lane 1 right now and let a lot of the wash and the wake from these other boats kind of get away from lane 1 so he can get a sense of what that is like on a little bit cleaner water. But because, yeah, you're right. Now Andrew Tate's out way wide as he gets into turn 2, about lane 3, lane 4. Flying around. He's going to catch Jimmy Shane before too long, but even he's kind of starting to shut her down on the back stretch. So we could be seeing some timing runs going on right now.
Yeah, and the Alberto had about 3 fast laps, and now it's slowed down, and it's going to, right around you, Kevin, put the foot down one more time. So yeah, all 3 boats seem to be doing a variety of things, you know, getting some speed, getting some timing, getting some lane adjustments. About what you would expect, Michael, on a Saturday morning before we get set for heat racing before too long.
And guys, one thing that's of interest, the 3 boats that are out there on the water right now are 3 of the boats that are going to run in our Heat 1A. I've got the draw here, Michael. If
Fantastic.
Somebody's got a pen and a piece of paper.
Actually, memory's like a steel trap. I can count laps, too.
Wow.
I know.
And there was some discussion this morning about just how many laps we're going to run here in our preliminaries. And I think we finally settled on 4 instead of 3.
Really?
Yes.
A Gold Cup format.
Absolutely.
I love it.
So are you ready to roll here?
I'm ready for 4 laps.
That boat right in front of Kevin there, the U12, J. Michael Kelly, he will be in 1A. He will also run against Calvin Phipps. We got the wrong number down here. They have the 27 down, but that's Cal Phipps in the Alberto Beef Jerky. He is in the heat along with Dustin Eccles in the 440. This guy who's pretty quick, Andrew Tate, ripping up the backstretch right now in the U9, Les Schwab. He will be in Heat 1A, and rounding out that field will be the 21 with Brian Perkins.
So the 12, the 19, 18, the 440, the 9, and the 21?
Correct.
That's going to be a heck of a heat.
It sure is, and that's going to leave you with the 11, the 99.9, the 1, and the 3. So there's your 1A and 1B draw.
All right, All City Transmission Tech Report. What's happening with the 3 Jimmy King's boat, the Miss Griggs Ace Hardware?
They had some gear issues. Had motor issues yesterday. They got a new bullet sitting in it right now, and they're confident they're ready to run. They said if you're going to have problems, have them on Friday, don't have them on Sunday. So they're down a little bit on some equipment, but they're ready to roll.
and just as I come through there too, it's been interesting to watch Andrew Tate, more so than the other two drivers currently on the race, that he is trying different lines. He has raced in lane 1, he has raced in lane about 3 or 4, and then he was just out on the outside buoys his last time by, trying to see what it would be like if he were all the way out in lane 6. So he's really trying to get a sense of where the fastest part of the race is for him, maybe, or if he is unfortunately stuck outside, what it would mean for him to be out further out for that, him and that boat.
Well, the U12 just is making the small circles.
Yeah, and it kind of is Bill Walk-esque.
Yes, it is.
Well, he's just running donuts up there in the middle of the race course. Andrew's going to come back here in the 9. Tom Thompson is coming away from the dock in the U11. Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&D's. He is away from the dock, so lots of activity, and here comes the brand spanking new U1. It is absolutely gorgeous. There's not a mark on it, as there shouldn't be. It is right out of the box. The entire bottom of the boat sparkles. It's all white. It sparkles in the sunshine here. And we all were fans and are fans of unlimited hydroplane racing, so we've all watched the movie Madison 1,000 times. First box you got to check. Let's see if it floats.
And the 12, the Graham Trucking, slowing way down as they start or go across the start-finish line. They may be done after going around the river. Looks like the Oberto is still out there on the far side on the backstretch.
Conserving fuel. He's been around so many times. Cal Phipps.
Coming up behind him, I believe, is the U11 Diamond Tool, Tom Thompson.
And we understand that the 11 team, Brad, speaking of All-City Transmission Tech updates, had to work a little bit late into the evening on some technical problems.
I'll check up on that, but whatever it was, they hope to have it in the rearview mirror because they are on the race course, and you're right, JMK is outside of the insurance markers. He will come back to what is a very crowded pit area here right now, except he is down at the far end under Bernie's tree, and that part of the parking lot is open.
And the Alberto comes across the start-finish line, again trying to work up on some marks, some time marks, doing the small circles, and now making a timing run and coming across the start-finish line. And Brad, they may be telling the Alberto driver Cal Phipps to stay out there for a little bit if they can, because of what you said. The pit area is so busy, they may not be able to bring him in because he's been out there for a while.
Yeah, they'll find a spot to bring him in. There's room. He just may be up in Richland, but then they'll get a crane up to him.
Or down at Clover Island.
Yeah.
And it looks like the 12 Graham Trucking is done. J. Michael Kelly. So we have the Oberto and the U11 Diamond Tool with Tom Thompson out on the race course at the time.
And you'll also have the 440, which is, we'll call it not quite on the race course, but he's away from the dock. Dustin Eccles, tools up. Jimmy Shane just came from the trailer. He's got the hard hat in place, gives a hug and a smooch to wife Bianca, and he will head down and climb aboard the brand spanking new U1 Miss Home Street. And I can tell you, they can check the first box. It apparently floats. It's been sitting there now without the slings on it for the better part of the last 3 or 4 minutes, so that looks good.
Well, the Alberto has taken about 6 laps right now, and doesn't look like he's quite finished as he heads around to turn number 2 at Kevin Rounds.
Yeah, but he also is not quite as spooled up as he had been early on in his race, so I still think there's a little bit of trying to figure out his marks, and it does look like as they come over to you, Ed, well, maybe the 11 has finally started to kick things up after going around a couple of times and a little bit.
Yeah, Tom Thompson in the 11, the Diamond Tool boat, is just crossing the start-finish line right now, and he'll get some timing runs down as well, coming around turn number 4. Looks like we might have the bucket list out there. Dustin Eccles' boat, who is, nope, that's the Oberto. I should know, with the metallic red and green, with the lighting up with the sunshine. So we just still have the 2 boats out there. No, I've checked that. They do have 3.
Yeah, the 440
is out there. The 440 is out there, yes. Dustin Eccles is about ready. He looks like he's doing a timing for the start-finish line
They
as well.
must have packed this Oberto full of fuel because it is continuing to run out there and trying to run at a pretty, I mean, it's not race pace, but it is not timing pace.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Most of the runs that the Oberto has taken have been at or near full speed. They're not doing a whole lot of timing exercises. As the 440 comes across the line, Dustin Eccles, and down into turn number 1 as they go full speed. Cal Phipps is still out there in the Oberto.
Well, you talk about Cal taking so many laps out there, and they're staying at the same hotel that I am, and I had a conversation with Cal this morning, and he was questioning the schedule. You know, the fact that we qualified at 10:30 yesterday morning. He said we only had an hour on the water to test, and he said we just need more time to...
Sorry, Brad. The 11 just got caught in something, and the entire boat came out of the water for just a second before it went back down. So I'm sure that had Tom's heart skipping a beat there.
And it sounds like as the Oberto came across the start-finish line, 8 might be enough for
8
them.
might be enough.
8 is enough for the Oberto as they come across the start-finish line. Looks like they're going to power down and head back towards the pit area as we have now the Diamond Tool and the Bucket List boats. Tom Thompson, Dustin Eccles, respectively, out on the course, waiting for more boats to come out. And yes, the Oberto is done. Yes, go
guys,
ahead.
let me jump in. An interested bystander down here in the dock, Andrew Tate. You've already been out on the race course this morning. Suddenly things are different. We're not qualifying now. It's race day. Everything good?
We're good. We're ready to go get them. I'm looking forward to a great day of racing here.
You got a nice draw there in 1A. Of course, no easy draw anymore. They're all tough, but you got a load in that first one.
Yeah, 5 boats. Should be exciting. It's a lot of boats compared to what we've been running with. So looking forward to seeing what happens. Obviously, the 5-minute gun becomes that much more crowded, and the chess pieces are that much more important.
Well, we'll start the racing today. Good luck. We got a long way to go until we pull out that big trophy tomorrow afternoon, but get it started right, buddy.
You got it. Thanks.
All right. Andrew Tate just standing here on the dock watching the other boats run, and I'm now standing right above the brand spanking new U1 Miss Home Street. Jimmy is getting strapped in. They're going to push the boat forward here a little bit, so Calvin has some room to bring back the Oberto.
Well, it looks like you're also going to get the 11. Diamond Tools Tom Thompson is going to be done, and so that just leaves the course for Dustin Eccles in the Bucket List U440.
As he cuts into the ESCO Electric infield.
And he's going to have the course to himself until the home street and the others can get out.
Heading over to Kevin in Tire Factory turn number 2.
Absolutely. Just taking a look, I think, on these timing runs, getting on the inside, cutting across the course. Of course, the smaller boat, a little bit smaller engine, but also the lighter boat that they hope will get them some speed throughout the weekend. Much more crowded field, though, for this 440 boat here at the Tri-Cities, and it's been at Guntersville or Madison, where they were able to be really competitive, pick up a wee heat win or two, and see if they could get something this weekend at Tri-Cities.
All right, special thanks to All City Transmission. Honest work, quality price. All City Transmission, dedicated serving you the very best in general auto repair and transmission care. Check out allcitytrans.com. Traffic watch, you know, Blue Bridge can get a little congested, and please, if you are traveling, especially in the southbound direction, you need to make sure you're watching where you're going and not the action on the river. Our traffic watch thanks to Westside Auto Licensing. Autoplex Pasco, Burton Boulevard in Pasco with the drive-through window. Westside Auto Licensing. Vehicle, boat, trailer, or RV, they do it all. Turn 1, thanks to West Coast Auto, the area's most exciting inventory. Cars, trucks, SUVs, 3 locations. Pasco Autoplex, Kennewick at 395 in Clearwater and in Moses Lake. And always WCDealers.com. Tire Factory, turn number 2. Great service, great crew on the roadside, out the field, or in the shop. BF Goodrich, Michelin, Firestone, Goodyear, Bridgestone, and more. It's PascoTireFactory.com. 2 locations in Pasco and in Richland on Dupertail.
Dustin Eccles looks like he's done. The 440 boat, the Bucket List boat, is now making its way to the pit area. So the pits are a pretty busy place, I would imagine. Brad Luce and Glenn Vaughan are down there, and the crane's working overtime getting boats in and out of the water. We don't have any of them out on the course.
Yeah, that's what's going on right now. One of the boats going out is J. Michael Kelly's U-12. That is headed for the nice shady confines underneath Bernie's tree at the far end of the pit area. Cal, his boat is back at the dock waiting for that crane that is busy with JMK. We've got the 11 back. They're waiting for a crane, and what we're all waiting for right here is to fire up this brand spanking new U1.
Well, Brad, you know, since we have, we're waiting for a little bit of action here. You mentioned Bernie's tree. Maybe there are some race fans who are new to this location. Maybe you can give us a little bit of a history as to the Bernie tree.
All right, the Bernie tree, we'll run through that story. It's a quick one, but it's a good one, and apparently we are in a bit of a hold here. There is some debris on the water that they're just waiting for them to clean up, and then Jimmy will be given a green light to come out. But at the far east end of the pit area...
Hey, Brad.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt your story, but I've got Cal Phipps here, and driver of the Oberto. And Cal, I don't know if you didn't want to come back to the docks. It seems like you're out there for a long time. Were you guys looking for something specific?
Well, we put a new gearbox in. We hurt one yesterday, so I wanted to get the oil warm, and then I wanted to... I didn't get a lot of timing runs yesterday. So we wanted to get this Oberto boat out there and get me out there to get a little timing run and practice some starts and kind of things we should have done yesterday. And we were trying to get the boat to ride well, so just out there playing around. And when you have a beautiful morning like you have today, and I get to go sit in our RV from Broadmoor RV Super Center, hey, I'll work out there for a few minutes.
All right, and how'd you feel after working?
Really good. We're getting set up for our heat here in the next, it's not long, we're going to have a nice heat. So I wanted to make sure that the Oberto boat's ready, I'm ready, and timing marks are on, and I think we're ready to go.
All right, go enjoy
Glenn,
that AC.
Glenn, let me ask you a quick question. Maybe you can ask the young man there. All interviews with this guy are apparently supposed to happen up in that Broadmoor RV Superstore.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you tell him to take you up there. It's got
okay, so
5
apparently
slides.
I'm supposed to go crash your RV for the next interview.
That's right. You can have some Oberto beef jerky in there. We've got air conditioning from Broadmoor. We've got the 5 slide outs. And Oberto's got the jerky, the party, the slushy, and we got everything. So come on down and see us.
Don't you love it when somebody else invites people over to your house? That's great.
Yeah, he's going to lose his invite if he keeps it up.
Hey.
All right, Brad, keep that in mind.
That's good. He's a character. It's good to have him back out here. It's been a couple of years since we had Calvin out here, and he was driving the same boat a couple of years ago, and it was... the same boat, they called it Dalton's back then. That was the first year of Milton Charlie Wiggins campaigning that boat that used to be driven by Kip Brown. So good to have him back. Guys, we're just waiting to, we're just holding on the rear end of the one here, waiting for some debris to get picked up, I understand. And as soon as we do, I think they're ready to go.
You know, Brad, while we're waiting for the debris, why don't you finish that story I interrupted about the tree here at the east end of the pits?
Yeah, if you walk through the pit area, and I highly recommend everybody does who has a pit pass, go on a pit tour, whatever you need to do, and there are pit passes available. Walk down to the far east end of the pit area, and you will see this massive tree. And I have some guests in town from Oklahoma that have never been here. That was where we went first thing this morning. We looked at the boats, but I said, you got to see this tree. And I don't remember the year, I don't remember the amount of money, but historically, Bernie Little, the flamboyant owner of the Miss Budweiser racing team, he always parked his 2 trucks, his bus, and his 2 boats underneath the shade of that big tree. And if you were here yesterday and know the Tri-Cities at all, shade is a valued commodity here. He always got the park under that tree. And then somewhere along the way, he was told and advised that the tree had a disease, and the tree was dying, and they were going to have to come in here, the park department, and basically cut the tree down. And it was going to cost, I don't remember the amount, we'll throw one out, $100,000 to try and save the tree. And when Bernie found out about it, he said, done, I'll write the check. That's how important shade is down here. So he saved the tree. When you come down here and take a look at it, you'll see it appears extremely healthy. And then when Bernie passed away in 2004 and the Budweiser team quit racing and so forth, the question was, well, gosh, who gets to park underneath what was then called, after he saved it, Bernie's tree? Who gets the shade? And Water Follies personnel decided that that should go to the previous year's Columbia Cup champion. So you walk down there and see the tree. Look to your left, you'll also see the U-12, the Graham Trucking, the winner of the 2017 HAPO Columbia Cup. That's the best I got, Glenn.
That's how important shade is.
Absolutely. Well, and you heard J. Michael Kelly yesterday when I asked him about it. He said, yeah, it's worth fighting for. They want to keep it. I think they like it.
Special thanks on our broadcast, U-Pull and Auto Parts, self-service auto parts in Yakima and Pasco. Proud to sponsor our Turn 3 coverage. Buffalo Brothers, Turn number 4, the party people, the best hydro fans on the H1 circuit. Good morning, Buffalo Brothers in Turn number 4. Our coverage of the vintage boats on KONA thanks to Sol Gen Power. Have you gone solar yet? Why not? State and federal incentives are out there combined with easy financing. Now's the time to do it. Check out ownyourpowersource.com. Points recap from Perfection Miller Paint. They have been helping homeowners with Miller Paint made in the Northwest for 125 years, and contractors too. Great people. Perfection Miller Paint. Just across from the McDonald's on Victoria off of Steptoe near Gage in Kennewick. Weather forecast 102 today for your high tomorrow and 107 on Monday.
Yeah, well, we'll be done down here by then.
By Monday.
Yeah.
Weather update thanks to Anderson Dental at KennewickSmiles.com, the Tri-Cities Smile Center. They're just off of Union on 24th in South Kennewick. Also, thanks to Tri-Cities Phone and PC Repair, they want you to know that it's not normal for your phone to die all the time, and they can fix it. It's tcphonerepair.com, tcphonerepair.com. Urgent care sponsor is Physicians Immediate Care. Avoid wait times, high costs of the hospital emergency room. Find out more at PICMC.com, Physicians Immediate Care. Take a time out. More of our, I want to mention also a special hello this morning to Derwin and everybody from All Doors Incorporated. For service, repair, installation of all automatic and manual entry systems, All Doors Incorporated, call 547-2158, and they give free estimates, too. Quick time out. More of our coverage, including the maiden voyage for the new Home Street boat when we return to the Columbia River. It's HAPO Columbia Cup and Over the River Air Show on News Radio 610 KONA and 610KONA.com.
Exceptional offers await on the Mercedes-Benz of your dreams at the Mercedes-Benz Summer Event at Mercedes-Benz of Tri-Cities. Navigate this summer in style with inspired design and optimized performance in the new Mercedes-Benz C300 4MATIC, only $399 a month. Yes, only $399 a month. And the vibrant and vivacious new Mercedes-Benz CLA 250 4MATIC for just $329 a month. Or head home in the dynamic new Mercedes-Benz GLC 4MATIC for just $449 a month. Hurry in to Mercedes-Benz of Tri-Cities today. You do not want to miss the exclusive summer offers and incredible selection during the Mercedes-Benz Summer Event. Only at Mercedes-Benz of Tri-Cities on Clearwater Avenue in Kennewick and online at McCurleyMercedes.com.
Available only to qualified customers by Mercedes-Benz Financial. All leases exclude title, taxes, registration, license fees, insurance, and additional options. C300 4693 cash to signing. C250 3777 to signing. GLC 34387 to signing. Subject to credit approval. Zero security deposit.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 112, is actively looking for career-oriented licensed electricians to serve communities in Southeast Washington and Northeast Oregon. Better pay, family medical coverage with a small deductible, and a retirement that is second to none, with contractors currently hiring. IBEW, working to bring the power to you. Make the move for yourself, for your family, for the future. Visit IBEWLU112.com for additional details.
The world's fastest shirts for the world's fastest boats. Hydro fans get their gear from Atomic Screen Printing and Embroidery. Get official Waterfallies, H1 Unlimiteds, and vintage hydro shirts and more from Atomic in Columbia Park near the pit entrance and on the Pasco side in the Vendor Village this weekend. For promotional products, graphic design, high-volume rush orders, see the A-Team at Atomic Screen Print and Embroidery, 329 West Columbia Drive in Kennewick, or atomicink.net.
Tri-City Phone and PC Repair doesn't want you to be that person. You know, the one, does anyone have a charger right tomorrow? Sorry, I missed your call, boss. My phone was dead. Tri-City Phone and PC Repair wants you to know it's not normal for your phone to die all the time. Go to TC Phone and PC Repair in Richland or Pasco. They'll replace your phone battery, even iPhone, tablet, computer, or anything else that plugs in. Electronics, not your refrigerator. Switching your battery out is quick, affordable, and reliable. Go to tcphonerepair.com. That's tcphonerepair.com.
Now, back to News Radio 610 KONA's coverage of the 2018 Columbia Cup, presented by Farmers Exchange in Kennewick.
News Radio 610 KONA and 610KONA.com. Welcome back. Our Title sponsor of our coverage on the air, brought to you by Farmers Exchange. 215 West Canal Drive in downtown Kennewick. And this is a brand new boat. Let's head back down to the pits and Brad Luce and talk about a little the effort with the Home Street Bank crew to bring out another hydroplane. Well, unfortunately, let's go to Kevin Rounds in Tire Factory, turn number 2.
I can tell you that when he got out on the water here, I think he's trying to ease this thing in a little bit, get it warmed up and ready to go. He was just kind of not quite at the full speed, though if I can hear it right over by you guys over there at the start-finish line, we might be trying to spool it up a little bit and see what it's got under the hood.
Now, you can see the sponsons are white on this boat. A little bit different in the color combination. Obviously, the same shades of color, but the way that they're distributed around the boat, a little bit different. Heading on the outside in lane number 5, it's the new Home Street Bank U1. Brand new boat, and it's headed over to Tire Factory, turn number 2, and Kevin Rounds.
Absolutely, and he's starting to pick things up now as he's flying through about that lane 3, lane 4. In the middle of the turn 2 and heading up the back streets, loses a little bit of speed and then heads up, puts the gas down, and you can see that rooster tail flying in behind this new boat. Still not sure he's opened it all the way up yet, just listening to him, but I also know that he probably wants to be with the better part of valor, intelligence or whatever it is, the better part of valor. So
discretion.
Discretion is the better, thank you. The better part of valor in this one, and I think he's just going to make sure that this boat, I agreed with Brad, though, what he said earlier when he goes, I don't think there's any way this boat can get race ready by 10:20 this morning. So he might just be out here. This might be kind of a taste of things to come. But I think we'll see. Maybe he surprises us all.
Well, considering the duel in Guntersville and a second-place finish in the Home Street Bank boat that is qualified to run here at the HAPO Columbia Cup and the victory that they had in the same craft in Madison, I don't know why you would want to risk it with a new boat unless you just get out there and say, hey, this thing is just perfect and we're ready to go. But that seems rather unlikely. This is the first full lap that has been completed by this brand new Home Street Bank boat.
Yeah, now about a lap and a half in the books as he's coming up the backstretch, and he is getting some speed on that. That's no doubt about it. But you're right, Kevin. It doesn't look like it's he's going 100%. But look, maybe the boat just doesn't have its coffee yet this morning, right?
Isn't that the way it is? You don't talk. Nobody can talk to me until I've had my coffee.
That's right. That's right. Maybe that's what the new boat does.
He looks like he's flying around turn 4, though, and toward your guys' way.
Yeah, Buffalo Brothers turn number 4 at the exit pin, and again, not running close to the buoy line at all, right in the middle of the course.
Oh, he's the only one out there, so.
Across the Griggs Ace Hardware start-finish line and down towards West Coast Auto Dealers, turn number 1. Again, it's a 4-corner super speedway, diving into turn number 1 from West Coast Auto Dealers. Beautiful sight, brand new U1 Miss Home Street Bank, and there is some rough water down at the bottom end of the course.
He bounced it and nearly nose-dove that thing into the water, but he got it under control. But yeah, he hit a roller up down here in the Tire Factory turn 2, got it up in the air, and it came down nose first. Not on the sponsons, but nose first, and it's good to see that everything's okay.
Wow. And I think we've got Brad Luce back in the pits when we'll check in with them momentarily. Over the top end of the course, it's turn number 3, U-Pull and Auto Parts, and again in lane number 4, way outside.
Yeah.
Actually swinging almost towards the outer marker at the top end of the course at the turn 4 Buffalo Brothers. It's Jimmy Shane in the brand new Miss Home Street Bank U1 across the Griggs Ace Hardware start-finish line.
Completing lap number 3 now.
So 3 laps are complete.
Michael, have you got me?
Yes, we do.
Okay, I got a working mic here now. I am absolutely shocked at this. I actually expected Jimmy to come out and take a couple of slow laps around the course.
Well, we lost Brad, and it looks like we're gonna lose, air quotes, the Home Street Jimmy Shane. Three pretty hard laps, and he's going to turn things around into the pits.
Yeah, I don't know that they saw anything. I mean, they would know better than I, but I didn't hear anything that seemed a bit askew. It didn't seem like it was behaving other than, he hit a spot in the water where he got him in the air. But other than that, the boat seemed to be okay. I don't think, like I said, I don't think he opened it up fully to see what it had at its top speed. But yeah, I think there might have just been kind of a little bit of a, hey, we'll go 150 miles an hour and see what this thing has got, make sure that nothing breaks, and I think they probably will feel this is a successful test.
Oh, we're getting word from one of our broadcast consultants, Kate Myers, that Jimmy said that the rudder just didn't feel quite right when he was out there, and that's why he peeled off and went back to the pits. So just another reason Jimmy Shane in the new Miss Home Street Bank, the U1, just off the trailer and 3 laps complete and back to the Neil F. Lamson pits, but some rudder adjustments may be necessary.
Well, and Kevin, you saw 2 different instances, one in your turn 2, that one he hit a roller and the other he went a little bit airborne, yes, and so the rudder issues in that turn I think might be the issue here.
Well, I'll be interested to hear his perspective if Brad gets a chance to talk to him about what exactly happened down here in turn 2. But that's usually you get to see those boats get up out of the water and they kind of almost leaning back so that you know they're going to hit propeller first, then onto the sponsons and continue on. This was one where the way it kind of went in the air, he almost he dipped a little bit and then went in and head first or nose first. So be interested to see how, well, obviously how the performance of the boat went for him, and to also maybe what he was seeing in turn 2, and he saw that thing get up in the air.
Let's head back to the Neil F. Lamson pits. Let's see if we ever, well, still don't have our pit guys back. We'll take a timeout as we have a brief pause on the action here on the Columbia River course. It's special coverage of the water follies and HAPO Over the River Air Show, Columbia Cup from HAPO. Thanks to Highlands Organic Market. They want to remind you to drink plenty of water, reapply your sunscreen when you're in the heat, and prevention is better than the cure. Highlands Organic Market, crave natural. Along with Clover Island Inn, your in-town destination resort. Fantastic patio pool, great restaurant upstairs, the Crow's Nest. Log on to cloverislandinn.com or call 586-0541. Also, Smoke City for Less, the #1 smoke and vape shop in town, and Total Quality Air for your air conditioner needs. Total Quality Air is here for you. More of our coverage coming up, more testing out on the river, and we will also see some vintage boats soon on News Radio 610 KONA and 610KONA.com.
Choose from over 750 vehicles, both foreign and domestic, at each You Pull It Auto Parts location in Pasco and Yakima. The yards are clean and organized, arranged by manufacturer and model type. Bring your own tools, pull your own parts, and save big money. All parts are pre-priced with a 30-day warranty. The mission at You Pull It Auto Parts is to provide great customer service with the highest quality used auto parts at the lowest possible price. You Pull It Auto Parts, 14 East Washington Avenue in Yakima and 802 South Oregon Avenue in Pasco. Online at go2youpullit.com.
Hi, this is Debbie Robertson from Bill and Debbie Robertson Nissan. There are so many things I enjoy about my work, and nothing makes me happier than seeing the excitement in people as they buy a new Nissan. Bill Robertson Nissan has an excellent selection of all your favorites, like the popular Altima, all-wheel drive Rogue, and the new Titan with the best truck warranty in America. If you're in the market for a new Nissan, stop by and get in on all the excitement.
Who wouldn't be excited with savings like these at Bill Robertson Nissan? Save $5,091 on a new Nissan Altima, sale priced at only $19,999. Or save $6,501 on a new 2018 Nissan 4x4 Titan Crew. This Nissan Titan is sale priced at only $32,563. Or get a new Nissan Rogue, sale priced at only $21,991. Prices after all rebates plus tax, title, and $150 negotiable dock fee. 2 available at each price, subject to prior sale. NMAC financing required for complete Ultima discount. Valid through July 31st, 2018.
Come see us today at Bill and Debbie Robertson Nissan in Pasco.
Doors are being slammed in your face, and bad credit is holding you back from buying a house, car, even getting a credit card. $99 can put your credit back to a 720 or higher. That's right, just $99. Bankruptcy, tax liens, judgments, and even late pays can be removed from credit reports by calling the Giving Days Foundation. A nonprofit organization is here to help. Federal law allows you to challenge each and every item on your credit report. We'll recalculate your personal credit score for only $99 and repair your personal credit for free. Just be one of the first 10 callers. Take our personal credit challenge. Get your credit score to a 720. 800-482-4094. Call now to recalculate your personal credit score for only $99 and repair your personal credit for free. Call now. 800-482-4094.
Don't miss this great free credit repair. Just be one of the first 10 callers. 800-482-4094.
Race into savings, ready, set, mow this month at Farmers Exchange. Farmers Exchange is slashing prices on Husqvarna power equipment. Get ready, set, mow savings on Husqvarna riding and walk-behind mowers and 10% off accessories like a grass catcher, mulch kit, tow cart, spreaders, and more. Plus, double engine warranty with Opti Oil. And as always, free delivery in the Tri-Cities, free setup, and initial adjustments. Ready, set, mow with Husqvarna and Farmers Exchange. 215 West Canal Drive, downtown Kennewick.
The summer heat is here. When the temperatures go up, so does your electric bill. Your air conditioner is just one reason why summer electric bills can be higher. With Benton PUD's Smart Hub, you can monitor your usage hourly, daily, and monthly, which helps you make changes to save energy and lower your bill. If you haven't downloaded the Smart Hub app, try it. And if you have, explore it. Visit BentonPUD.org for more information and energy tips. Your trusted energy partner.
ESCO of the Tri-Cities is your local electrical specialist. They are experienced, affordable, licensed, and insured. They have been proudly serving the Tri-Cities region since 1972. ESCO Electric is a full-service residential and commercial electrical contracting company. No job is too small or too big. Terry Boulay, owner and operator, is a master electrician and is on every job to ensure that you receive the best service and customer care. Call them today, 509-547-5504. ESCO Electric.
Physicians' immediate care clinics know that waiting isn't fun, especially when you're not feeling well. If your wait time may exceed 40 minutes, you're given the option to be called about 15 minutes before you're due to be seen. As an established patient, you can also call ahead to check their wait time, so you can stay at home until it's time to see the doctor. Physicians' Immediate Care on Torbit in Richland. Go to picmic.com. That's PICMC.com.
The sizzling summer sales blitz is going on now at your People's Choice RV dealer, Rustine RV. We're going all out to move the remaining 2017s and 18s. Now's the perfect time to head for the hills and beat the heat with red hot deals on every new and used travel trailer, fifth wheel, and motorhome. And we want your trade, paid for or not. Plus, get free camping with every RV purchase at Rustine RV. Don't miss the sizzling summer sales blitz. On now at Rustine RV on Santa Fe Parkway off Road 100 in Pasco. Family Getaway since 1973.
Race into savings, ready, set, mow this month at Farmers Exchange. Farmers Exchange is slashing prices on Toro power equipment. Get ready, set, mow savings on Toro riding and walk-behind mowers and 10% off accessories like a grass catcher, mulch kit, tow carts, spreaders, and more. Plus, double engine warranty with Opti Oil. And as always, free delivery in the Tri-Cities, free setup, and initial adjustments. Ready, set, mow with Toro and Farmers Exchange, 215 West Canal Drive, downtown Kennewick.
Hi, this is your neighbor, Clint Didier. I want to thank Rick Miller for his 12 years as a county commissioner. That is a career. We can all read and see the disarray of our local government, and it's time for a new beginning, a return to transparency, accountability, and leadership with a positive outlook and good sense solutions to our problems. This is why I want to be your next commissioner. This is Clint Didier, and I approve this message, and I humbly ask for your vote.
You are listening to the Water Follies thanks to Farmers Exchange on News Radio 610 KONA, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco.
Now, back to News Radio 610 KONA's coverage of the 2018 Columbia Cup, presented by Farmers Exchange in Kennewick.
News Radio 610 KONA, 610KONA.com. Glad you're on board. It's Water Follies action, and I think the crowd was pretty wowed by the brand new U1 Miss Home Street Bank with Jimmy Shane.
Yeah, and they got a handful of laps. I think they got 3 laps before Jimmy Shane pulled into the pits, and he was running it pretty hard. And I think the guy with the best view of it was Kevin Rounds, because he got to see a little bit more of the boat than
Tire Factory turn number 2, and the roller almost gobbled up that right sponson.
Absolutely, and but he was able to rescue it. And I do see that Matt Klaus over at our H1 friends there did post some times for the new boat.
What do we have, Kevin?
We got a 1:42.8 in the first lap, and that roller more on the inside, and then he moved to the outside lanes, and it was a 1:38.4.
So the fastest lap?
A 1:42.8.
1:42.8.
And again, that's not bad when you're